Ever wonder why we celebrate Halloween, but not National Broccoli Day? Today we're diving into the world of national holidays, from the iconic ones that shape our calendars to the offbeat, unofficial celebrations that sneak their way into our lives.
Um,
Think about it. Why do we spend so much money for Mother's Day when we can just create our own personal cards? And what's the deal with National S'mores Day? What if I told you there's more to these celebrations than meets the eye? We're not just talking about days off work. We're talking about the stories, the culture, and the sheer quirkiness that makes each holiday unique. I was very curious about this, so let's check out the world of holidays. It's more than just a day off. It's a collective pause, a shared moment of joy, tradition, and a sprinkle of the unexpected. Google defines a holiday as a day of festivity or recreation when no work is done. Official holidays like Thanksgiving or Christmas are etched into our calendars and the fabric of our society, regardless of what ethnicity, country of origin, or religion you come from. But what about the lesser known players like National Donut Day or National Talk Like a Pirate Day? They might not have the same official status, but they definitely know how to make an entrance. Consider National Donut Day, celebrated November 5th. Not just a sugary treat, but a celebration that brings people together over the simple joy of a ring-shaped delight. It's a reminder that holidays aren't just about history. They're about connecting over shared experiences, even if it involves a bit of glaze or azúcar. So, what's the deal with these fake national holidays in the US? The official ones are recognized by the government and carry the weight of history and tradition. The US government has 11 actual national or public holidays that we are all too familiar with, and usually are bank holidays, meaning banks and government offices are usually closed on these days. These are the days that we think of when we get off a day of work or school. Think Independence Day, Thanksgiving, Memorial Day, Juneteenth, and New Year's Day, for example. There's also official celebrations that are typically seen as holidays, though we wouldn't associate these holidays with taking the day off necessarily. These are technically celebrations that are observed, and you might see them observed in official calendars, but they're not really religious holidays and not federal holidays in the way that we associate with public or bank holidays. Think Mother's Day, Halloween, Father's Day, and Valentine's Day, for example. On the flip side, enter the fake or unofficial national holidays, the more nuanced holidays of the calendar. You might even call them BS holidays. Days like National Pancake Day, National Tooth Fairy Day, World Juggling Day, or National Hug Your Cat Day might not come with official government approval and may not roll off the tongue as easily as Christmas, but they have something special. It's like comparing a blockbuster film to a hidden indie gem. Both have their unique charm and their place in the American zeitgeist. Consider National Pancake Day in the US, not to be confused with Pancake Day, which is usually celebrated in the UK and in Ireland on Fat Tuesday, which happens in February. It might not have legislative backing, but it flips its way into our hearts and my stomach with stacks of fluffy goodness. It's not just a day, it's a reminder that celebrations can be as light and airy as a perfectly flipped pancake. And hey, did you know that IHOP, not to be confused with IHOB, fully embraces National Pancake Day? I think they were the ones who actually started this unofficially official day back in 2006 in the US. I think they were the ones who brought the pancake day that was celebrated in the UK and Ireland back to the US. They often offer free or discounted stacks of pancakes, turning a simple celebration preceding the Christian observance of Lent into a delicious event. However, I do think it's important to note here that I am team National French Toast Day, which happens every November 28th. If you want to celebrate with me later this year on National French Toast Day, drop a comment. Ever wondered how these fake holidays came to life? Let's explore their origins. Now, there's no good or easy way to figure out when the first fake national holiday happened, according to paleofuture.com. Back in the day, holidays were primarily seen as a way for employees to take time off instead of working those 19th century hours, which were often long and hard. I mean, it was the industrialization era. In the post, historian Lee Eric Schmidt explains how holidays went from being low-key festivals where people took time off to opportunities for capitalism to essentially flourish. From the industrialist vantage point, the economic concern had been to limit as much as possible the number and length of festal celebrations, from the new retailer's angle at the end of the 19th century. There would hardly be enough holidays, and merchants began to devise ways of stretching the major ones, Christmas and Easter, into long shopping seasons and minor ones into week-long sales events. Now, I'll get more into the capitalist or consumerist piece in a moment, but Schmidt also believes that Mother's Day, for example, was the catalyst for fake holidays, pushing more into that commercialization landscape for retailers. And as of 1914, was declared a nationally observed holiday thanks to the efforts of Anna Jarvis. So back in 2013, this person named Marlo Anderson, he began compiling all these random fake holidays we may or may not have heard of as a side project into what is known as the National Day Calendar, which is a website, because there's just so many. As of 2015, the time of this article, he had compiled a list of 1,100 days. That is 1,100 days. And over the year, that list has just continued to grow because it consists of not only days, but weeks and then month-long celebrations and national holidays that are going on. He even said the first month there was like 1,000 people that came to the website. And after 6 months, there were 1 million plus people in the month that came to the website. This shows that over time, the website has just continued to flourish and these holidays just continue to grow and grow and grow. And this website has sort of become like this pseudo semi-official decision maker of what is considered these fake national holidays. Now, this website is not the only website of this sort of nature, but it's the primary one that I think people point to if you read any articles related to fake unofficial holidays. When it comes to creating them, anyone can, but if you want to seem legit, most organizations apply on the National Day Calendar website. But in terms of the origins of what these specific holidays themselves, according to the now defunct RACT, which I believe is now Vox, while many of these holidays were born out of marketing schemes, see IHOP's National Pancake Day, which I had previously talked about, even more have been hijacked by brands. This is true of food holidays in particular. Take National Pie Day, for example. In 1975, a school teacher in Colorado named Charlie Papazian declared his birthday National Pie Day. In 1986, the American Pie Council co-opted it to celebrate the 75th anniversary of Crisco. Furthermore, the article mentions John Costello, the president of Global Marketing and Innovation at Dunkin' Brands, explains, National Donut Day, held the first Friday of June each year, was originally established in 1938 by the Chicago Salvation Army to honor women who served donuts to soldiers during World War I. Dunkin' has been celebrating the holiday for the past 6 years by giving out free donuts to customers who buy a drink at any of the chain's locations. So many of these unofficial holidays started even before the advent of social media of the 21st century, as you can see, and over time, they've evolved. Now, let's peel back the layers and see how these celebrations play into the grand dance of capitalism, consumerism, and commercialization. As I mentioned before, the celebrations of holidays seemed to take a turn when retailers realized they could capitalize on them. If we think back to the Mother's Day example, it became commercialized relatively quickly given this was the first or early 20th century. Even after the first official Mother's Day in 1914, it was considered a hallmark holiday, which is basically when a holiday is considered to exist for primarily commercial reasons. In this case, flowers, spa treatments, jewelry, and pretty Mother's Day hallmark greeting cards. How often do you see more bouquets than usual being sold at your local grocery store or Walmart during the week leading up to Mother's Day? It got to the point where the founder of Mother's Day, Anna Jarvis, was against what the holiday had become and decried the practice of buying greeting cards, and even said she wished she would have never started the day because it became so out of control, which is kind of crazy. Now let's look at some of the more unofficial holidays. National Sunglasses Day, celebrated on June 27th, isn't just about shading our eyes. It's a marketing spectacle. Businesses leverage these moments to offer exclusive deals, limited time promotions, and a chance to own a piece of the celebration. Warby Parker, a popular eyewear company, often embraces National Sunglasses Day with special discounts and promotions. It's not just about the eye protection, it's about making a style statement and, of course, boosting those sales. Marketing during these holidays becomes somewhat of an art form, I think. Brands craft these themed campaigns, these social media content, and interactive promotions that go beyond just selling a product. National Pizza Day isn't just about a discounted slice, it's about savoring a shared love for a culinary classic. And when it comes to National Pizza Day, celebrated February 9th, pizza chains like Domino's and Pizza Hut and probably your local pizza joint for that matter, jump on the bandwagon, offering special deals and promotions to turn a simple pizza celebration into a nationwide event. National Ice Cream Day, celebrated the third Sunday in July, isn't just about the sweet treat. It's a marketing genius at play. Businesses seize the opportunity to indulge our sweet tooth, offering deals and discounts that have us screaming for more. Baskin-Robbins, for example, is known to go all out on National Ice Cream Day, offering special promotions, discounts, and even exclusive flavors. It's not just about the ice cream, it's about creating this experience that turns a simple celebration into a delightful journey. Now, let's talk social media in this conversation. International Selfie Day isn't just about striking a pose, right? It's a global phenomenon. It's a day when people and even businesses join in a virtual selfie parade, essentially capturing moments and creating connections. It's a celebration that transcends pixels on a screen. And speaking of pixels, did you know that Apple and Samsung often capitalize on International Selfie Day? They launched special campaigns encouraging users to capture and share their best selfies, turning a social media trend into a global celebration. Even the holidays that are a bit more serious, like World Obesity Day, celebrated on March 4th, National Day of Silence, which is celebrated in the month of April, National Pet Day, Teacher Appreciation Week, or National Celiac Disease Awareness Day. These all could lead businesses to capitalize on the potential virality or trends of these so-called holidays, which helps lead to more profits on their end. It's not inherently a bad thing, actually. So whether it's National Sunglasses Day, National Pet Day, National Ice Cream Day, or National Pizza Day, these holidays aren't just about the celebration itself. They're about the experience, they're about the connection, and yes, of course, the occasional sweet deal. And like I said, this is not necessarily inherently a bad thing. Now, what's on the horizon for these unconventional or unofficial celebrations? Imagine a world where we can celebrate not just National Hug Your Cat Day, but also perhaps National Funko Pop Day or National Virtual Reality or AI Week, which honestly I probably think that already exists. The beauty lies in the potential for new stories, new celebrations, and new connections, which we all want, more or less. As we gaze into the future, the canvas is wide open. New chapters are waiting to be written, perhaps a global sustainable living day or a universal gratitude day. These celebrations, though not officially recognized, have a way of sort of bringing people together, creating a sense of community and shared joy. And you know what? Companies like Google and Facebook, both pioneers in the tech world, might very well embrace a national virtual reality day. Imagine a day where virtual reality experiences and innovations take center stage, turning a niche interest into a global celebration. And the fear of the unknowns of AI or virtual reality topics might loosen up as a result of these inherent celebrations. Consider the future of these fake holidays, a tapestry waiting to be woven with threads of creativity, connection, and a touch of the unexpected. And there you have it, a journey into the heart of holidays, both unofficial but more of the offbeat ones. Whether it's National Ice Cream Day, Mother's Day, or Christmas. Each celebration has a story to tell, a connection to forge, and a moment to savor. If you've enjoyed the celebration, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and share your thoughts in the comments. I'm growing my YouTube channel right now, so I'm happy to know your feedback, your thoughts, what kind of topics you want me to talk about. Until next time, keep celebrating the moments that make life extraordinary. From the grand to the quirky, here's to the tapestry of celebrations that color our lives. A boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. This has been Tazukar. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.